Mama Panda here. Mama Panda here from Boca Raton, Florida, USA. All right, today's one-on-one deep Tai Chi Q&A. When I say deep, I meant for beginners, these questions may have a much superficial, easy, simple answer. As you practice, as you train, so you're going to find yourself going deeper, right? And then on the same question, you're seeking more details on that answer because you can process more. So today's question that I got from my private student here is, what is Yuan Tai Hua? Because, you watch you watch on your phone or whatever all these teachings, and then they're talking about this and that a lot, right? So this word, this concept of yuan dang, circular, crutch, kai hua, opened, hua. So hua, some may say it refers to the hips, and but actually there's the hips, one of your 7 stars, one major joint, but there's a whole middle bone structure, whole pelvic. So that is really the hua. Okay, it includes your hips, but it goes beyond that. It's the whole structure here as referred to as a hua. So this is the middle of the body pretty much. You can see that, right? And this is the seats right in the middle, and where your spine is going to sit on it, right? So that axis for the human structure, very important, right? So usually we refer the middle as the general, the commander, right? Like the arms as the gene moves internally, kinetic energy reaching out to the end would be like soldiers. These are more soldiers, right? And even when you're kicking, so the kicking leg is just like the arm become the soldiers. So anyway, so that's just to prep. And so the crutch, meaning on this, right? This. So circular shape crutch as being yuan dang, as a very prerequisite, like it's like you gotta build the structure. So when I teach, I always say a Tai Chi practitioner is a master archer. So pretty much you start to lose all your linear shape, the stiff sticks, rigid, rigid. So all of a sudden you become this structure of arteries, right? Behold. So when you first do your ready position, when I train a Tai Chi practitioner, you start with your very basic so-called ready. Are you ready? A ready position is I referred to as the first journey before all other journeys. So a ready position, it's like before they shoot the gun, they're like a set ready. Like you kind of get yourself ready to do the running, right? You sprint out. So there's a ready process there. So the ready positions is very, very fundamental, and not just structurally set for, facilitate you to realign with earth, with heaven, and with humanity, so you get to your best position and get to your original power place, right? Then you can go from there to work on your efficiency and loosen down. So that process always including how you start to arch, like you activate your feet. The first part, the rooting, you must start to gently grab and grip onto the ground. So your feet from just flatten on the ground, you start to activate an arch. So each foot, left and right, they arch serving almost like a half sucking cup, like the octopus, the sucking cup. So they each have a half moon shape from toes to outside the sole to the heel. They start to arch, so you activate your Tai Chi feet. Okay, Tai Chi feet is activated. You could call it a rooting because you actually project your inner power into the ground, like you're hugging, sucking onto the ground. So there's rooting problem, like the tree goes downward, right, below the surface. So you have that. So it's called rooting, but really your feet physically actually changing shape a little bit, and a self-produced, self-projected kinetic forces to reshape your feet, basically. So there's internal power projected by yourself to yourself, and it's grabbing the ground. Okay, so that there's the activation of Tai Chi feet. So now your feet are not at a baseline. Do you understand? A baseline is if you just regularly standing here as how you would stand, right? Nothing activate, you just kind of stand there. And then the feet, even the ready position, you already have a little bit projection. So it's a complete internal art. You're training between you and you, or you and your shadow trainer, right? So if you're not doing anything, you just at your old baseline, there's nothing internal or substantial going on within you. But if you can project that, right, you self-apply, you self-produce that. So the feet first, rooted. So your feet become a Tai Chi feet, right? You actually have an active force projected into there. And if you hold on to that, you're going to have that counteractive force waiting for you. So these are power potentials you're suspending within yourself. So the feet are getting trained. If you sustain that, there's the potential counteractive force that you have resistance training, internal resistance training going on the feet right now. Yeah, that's why my student, like, first thing that they get fatigue are their feet. They'd be like, oh, my feet are killing me, because congratulations, actually, they get to get the feedback to life because the feet are forgotten already, probably pretty weak from sitting all day. All right, so there's your Tai Chi feet, you activate, but you can do very gently. But you can do very gently. You can do very gently. So there. And then the legs. Remember, master archer. So who's the master archer? Next, Tai Chi legs. So your Tai Chi legs, as your feet going the sideway horseshoe on the bottom, you kind of start to grow invisible claws, and you claw the feet in a half moon shape, each one. You claw into the ground, like rooted, right? Or sucked onto the ground. You hug the ground. And the ankle's going to follow that arching out shift, the ankle. And the knees, it's going to, I want to exaggerate. This is an exaggerated shape because my pants are baggy. So basically I had a little bit, the knees actually arched outward a little bit. It's already unlocked. So front and back, it's already not a stick. It's already gently arched. But I had these other dimension also gently arched. And it's actually following the ankle, because feet, then ankle, then knee. These are your 7 stars, your constellations, right? So there. So there's the Tai Chi leg. And when you have a Tai Chi leg activated, right, you're going to have a circular crotch. So there comes your circular crotch, the circular crotch, Yuan Dang. So this is pretty much very fundamental in Tai Chi, because if you lose your archer, if you lose your archeries, right, you're not a Tai Chi practitioner. So all your shape is going to be archeries, and all your power expressed is going to be elastic, because archeries is like you pull a sling. So you have the building as you pull, depends how much you pull, right? The pulling is the active force. And if you sustain it, you're going to have this counteractive force at all times. You can release it, such an arrow, such a little rock from your sling. So the power is already, it's a potential. If you don't release, go back to baseline, right? Then, so it is a potential. As you project the active force, your potential, it's the equal amount of counteractive force. It's always there. So this is the feet already activated, leg activated. You're going to feel it. And then you rotate the tailbone, you tuck down the, you rotate the hips, you tuck down the tailbone, you finish your rooting process. This is on the base. So you grounded, you honored earth, right? Gravity. And then heaven's door going up. So back to, this is the ready position, and you have a center, which is a big project for you to get there, to get to the center of you, right? So that's first, you have to have this first journey started, completed, to get to the center. Then you can guard your center. Like Bruce Lee famously said, first find, he didn't say find your center, he said guard the center, use the center, but it's like, where is my center, right? So the first journey is actually get there, find your center. So that's another time. But back to the circular crotch, which you got it. Circular crotch, as your legs arched, Tai Chi legs activated, tailbone down, you're going to have the circular crotch. The next was the Kai Hua. So Yuan Dang, circular crotch. So you arch the crotch, but you have an arch Tai Chi leg, you're going to have that. And that will connect your left leg to your right leg, synergize the two, becoming one unified archery. Unified archery, left and right connected with circular crotch. And there's a thing called the clamming. So this is when you arch, you can see what's the counter. When you do this, when you have this, you have a nice upside down U shape, right? So when you clam the knee, this is a clamming. It same goes with your arm, right? This is clamming. Clamming the arms, because the arm is another, is a Tai Chi arm. So you're going to eventually establish your Tai Chi arms, which is archeries as well, but the leg, right? The leg. So look at this. I'm exaggerating. I know I did, just to show you. So you can see I look like I'm a little bow-legged. So they say martial artists are all bow legs. So not that we are bow legs. We're not, right? But we bend our legs into this bow for the name, bow leg. We arch our legs to create this bow, right? Because bow is a very special weapon. It is both strong and flexible. So there you go. And the clamming of the knee, or both, it breaks your archery right there. You can see how you just broke your archery. Now it's upside down V. And even worse, look at that, right? You lost your Tai Chi legs as a balancing, right? Because the power is from your legs. So the power is from your legs. Let's make no mistake, it's not from any place else. It is supported by earth, number one, because you need a solid ground. Number two, you need to have good rooting, meaning your feet are rooted and stabilized so the legs can be facilitated for producing the power, the internal power. I call, it's called Jin. Internal power is produced by the changing of the shape of the leg, because by changing, you project kinetic energy into it. So it has a potential, whether you want to, what do you want to do? You want to move left? You want to move right? You want to go forward? You want to go back? Do you want to lift, stand up, right? From a more stable place? Do you need to stand up, right? Do you need to, like, that power is from your legs. So understand it, clarify it, ground, rooting, legs. Okay, so you got your power source, you got your legs, then what? So they says open the qua. It's kind of hard to move this qua by itself. Try, see if you can do that. This is the middle structure. It's the knee with the knee. When you clamp your knee, right? You feel your qua close. It's from this joint down this way. It's closed because the qua itself, it's almost like not that mobile, like you can left and right that much, but it definitely can be influenced. Your tailbone down, Mingmen opened up that L2, like decompressed, right? And the tailbone is not, it's going downward, it's not going forward. Okay, it's downward, it's anchored. This whole lower, it need to be rooted. So Yuan Dang and Kai Kwa is, if you remember, you can activate, you understand the archery, that the archer that you are, everything from your Tai Chi, everything from your Tai Chi hands. You see the miniature archeries, right? Tai Chi arms, you see the arms, multi-dimensional, okay? So it's both this way and this way. So it's always a sphere-like, because you're not two-dimensional. So your archery is not just, you think it's that bow. It would be playing like a three-dimensional chess. So your archery, your bow, it's sphere-like in 3D, okay? So you need to expand your mind to have the vision to think in that multidimensional way, okay? So this is a Yuan Dang, so your knee arched out, and you can feel you have that power potential as you activate the legs into this, project your active force into this. And Kai Kwa, open of the Kwa, is unclamp the knee. Unclamp, open the knee. Open, it's not open out unnaturally. It's just arch, activate the legs into your archeries, Tai Chi legs, and you will have your circular crotch and your opened quad. Okay. And as you move, right? As you move, like if you're transitioning, you see the circular crotch there, clamming, unclam, circular crotch. So when you have a circular crotch, you're going to have a open quad. Naturally, you can see your stars, right? It's aligned this way. It's aligned rounded. So see this. See this? When you finish a bow, frontal bow stance, you see this? People do this all the time. The knee's already clamped, but they still seems okay. This is not. Clamped, unclamped, clamped. so you can, any structure, you can look for the circular crotch, whether it's there or not, right? You do a T. Clamped, unclamped. So when you clamp, you lost circular crotch. Pretty simple, right? Clamp the knees, right? And the quad, of course, as you clamp the knee, the quad kind of, it leads the quad to be like that. So Same thing again. As you do this, even you finish here, you still remain that arc circular crotch. So your power is with you. If you clamp, break your bow. Bow's broken. How gonna shoot the arch? How is it gonna do the sling work? How are you gonna do the archery work? So remember, as a Tai Chi practitioner, you're becoming the master archer. So all your postures, all your body parts are arched. So you're this structure of arteries, right? When you move around, kind of like an octopus, basically. So it's kind of like an octopus. You get that inner strength, the steel, but the outside looks so soft, cotton. So cotton wrapped steel. You got to have both. And how to achieve that is to have your arteries. All right. So that is the answer for deep answer. Okay. Deep answer for what is circular crotch and opened quad. All right. Until next time. Bye now.